There's no better way to wait out the quarantine or the impending apocalypse from COVID-19 than boarding up the windows and singing along to Moon Ring. Moon Ring. It's Wade. It's Wade. It's Wade. Wade's World. It's Wade. Hell yeah, boy.
Hey guys, my name's John Coker and I'm coming to you live from Wade Bowen's garage in New Braunfels, Texas. Hey guys, my name's John Coker and I'm coming to you live from Wade Bowen's garage in New Braunfels, Texas. I'm lucky enough to be a friend to some of the great musicians around this area, and when I heard that Wade wanted to do a live stream to help lift the spirits of his fans in these crazy times, I jumped at the opportunity to try and help out. So I want to tell you that Wade and his guests' first priority is to make you laugh and smile and forget about the negative news that's bombarding us every day. But as the music industry has been hit particularly hard by COVID-19, I do want to let you know that there is an opportunity to tip the artist by visiting wadebowen.com/tip. If you're able to do that and you feel led to do that, please go ahead and visit wadebowen.com/tip. I'm sure it would be greatly appreciated. And if not, that's fine too. Sit back, relax, enjoy the show. This is here to be fun for us and fun for you. So thanks for being a part. And without any further ado, here's Wade Bowen.
Welcome to Wade's World, everybody. Manning the controls here, and I'm already messing up. There we are. Welcome to Wade's World, everybody. We are live from my home right here in New Braunfels, Texas. And as you can see on the screen, we have our guest already on here. I'm so glad to have her. I've been a fan and a friend for how many years now? Quite a while. Yeah. I don't know, 10 years or so.
Yeah, I was going to say 8 or 10 years.
It's flown by, but I'm so glad to have her. She's an incredible singer, songwriter, and I've been intrigued by everything she does from day one. So it was a simple phone call. Hey, do you think we could get Brandy on the show? And she surprisingly said yes. So everybody in virtual world out there in virtual land, please welcome my good friend, Miss Brandy Clark. Hey.
Hey, guys.
They're clapping. They're clapping, I promise. Just to prepare you, they love virtual shots. You don't have to participate, but they love virtual shots. There you go. Is that moonshine?
Yes. Let's say it is.
So we'll do virtual shots throughout the day or throughout the night, throughout the show, and we just want to make sure that everybody out there understands that we started this to try to help musicians, and a portion of the proceeds tonight goes to Music Cares. Music Cares, I encourage you to look it up and research what they do. They do so much great work for so many musicians, artists, songwriters, singers, everybody in the entire field. And they were really the first ones that I saw before any of the major ones. When this stuff started happening, they were the first ones to step up and say, hey, we want to help musicians, and they have done it. They have helped and are continuing to help. So I think we've given over $15,000 or so thus far. So that's incredible what you guys are doing. There is a link, virtual tip jar that we have, wadebowen.com /tip. And you can go there and PayPal and Venmo. And we get asked a lot. I mention it every week, Brandy. I tell everybody I get asked a lot. What can we do to help the music world since everyone's been shut down? I know you have been too, like all of us. And I tell people to go to the websites and buy the merchandise, and you guys have been doing that like crazy. We've got Wade's World merch and all kinds of normal Wade Bowen merch, and it's brandyclarkmusic.com, right?
Yes.
And
yes.
brandyclarkmusic.com is her website, and she's got stuff for sale there, including a brand new record.
Yes, Your Life is a Record is the name of that record. And I'm about to have some new merch specifically for the quarantine time. I haven't seen it yet, but it's exciting for anybody that's staying at home and looking for something comfortable to wear. This is going to be good.
That sounds like exactly everything I wear. I actually dressed up for night for everybody, including you, Brandy.
I did the same. I put on jeans.
Yeah, me too.
Never-
I put on
yeah.
jeans and a button-down shirt. I haven't worn up. This is the first time to wear a button-down shirt since Easter. I'm normally in like just casual laying around clothes or swim trunks.
I know I saw something. It was something online, and it said, "Put your jeans on every couple of days because your sweatpants will lie to you." And
Exactly.
so I do that. I get up because if not, I mean, like everybody, I've been quarantine eating. I've been trying to back off a little bit, but I put jeans on for this tonight.
Yeah, we used to have the dad bod. Now we call it the quarantine bod.
Yes, somebody was calling it instead of the COVID-19, it's the quarantine 19 or something, something like that.
Instead of the freshman 15, it's the quarantine COVID whatever.
For sure.
Oh, well, I'm going to throw this on you,
Okay.
as I'm probably going to do a lot of this tonight. But out of respect for my guests and love for my guests, because I'm a fan first. I'm a fan first of music. That's how this all started. That's how I start wanting to play guitar and wanting to write songs. All of that started from me being a fan of music first. And so I love having guests on here that everyone I've had so far I'm a fan of, and I love their music, especially you, Brandy. I just love what you do, and I'm so glad you're here. So in typical Wade's World fashion, the guest has to kick it off and to take us home at the end of the show. So I just want to encourage you and remind you that I'm going to throw that on you at the end as well. So, but ladies and gentlemen, go ahead.
I thought you were gonna when you were saying that, I thought you were gonna ask me to play a song that made me love music.
That's perfect.
That's what I'm gonna do. And
Okay.
I wanted to play this one tonight since you're in Texas and I'm not, but this guy's music it made me love Texas before I'd even been there. Well, excuse me, but I think you got my chair. No, that one's not taken. I don't mind if you sit here. I'd be glad to share. Yeah, it's usually packed here on Friday nights. Oh, if you don't mind, could I talk you out of a light? Well, thank you. Could I drink you a bite? Oh, listen to me. What I mean is, can I buy you a drink? Anything you please. Oh, you're welcome. Well, I don't think I called your name. Are you waiting for someone to meet you here? Well, that makes two of us. Glad you came. No, I don't know the name of the band, but they're good. They would like to dance. Yeah, I like this song too. It reminds me of you and me, baby. Do you think there's a chance that later on I could drive you home? No, I don't mind at all. Oh, I'd like you to, and to tell you the truth, that wasn't my chair after all. Oh, I'd like you to, and to tell you the truth, that wasn't my chair after all.
Wow.
Little
You
George
come out
Strait.
of the gates strong. You know, we have a lot of people from all over the world tuning in, but a lot of Texans. So you just, I'm sure, hit a home run.
Well,
with most of them.
I mean, there's been a lot of Texas music people I've loved, you being one of them. The Texas music scene is so amazing to me. I went down one time and opened up some shows for Casey Musgraves, and it was at all these Texas dance halls, and they were exactly like I pictured them. Like, just it's just amazing to me.
It is, and there's been movements that have come and gone all over, but it's crazy to me that the movement of Texas music just stays strong. How you can, our joke is, we can play in Texas and never leave and make a good living and be fine, and that's a huge, huge thing to have in our hands, at our disposal, but I also love how every person that I've said, hey, you need to come down. Like, these aren't just people who love country music. These aren't just people who love Texas music. They aren't just people who love Stevie Ray Vaughan or George Strait or Los Lonely Boys, whatever it may be, ZZ Top. They're people that love music, and if you come down, I remember telling Stapleton that before anybody knew Stapleton, and telling Sean McConnell and Charlie Worsham and all these guys that I truly love. I was like, hey, all you have to do is jump on stage. Y'all are amazing and talented, and I promise you they're gonna follow you and back what you're doing. And they've done it. I've watched them do it a million times, and I'm sure you felt that way too. And it's a really cool thing to be a part of in this state, and I truly love living here, and that's the reason I never made the jump to Nashville. You're not originally from Nashville, correct? You moved there?
No, I'm from Washington State, and if you could have made a living making music in Washington like you can in Texas, I would have probably never. I know I would have never left. Like, there's something about your home state, and you're in such a beautiful part of Texas.
The hill country.
I got to play there with yes, I played there with Jennifer Nettles. It's just so pretty.
It is. It's perfect. I feel like I live in a movie every day. My little town of New Braunfels here is just it's a perfect world. I'm gonna continue. I'm gonna start off with John, can you hear that guitar? When I first started this, I was telling you this off the air, but I'll tell everybody. When I first started this, I had a whole crew and people behind me, behind the scenes, literally running the thing. So all I had to do was show up and play guitar and interview and talk to people with buddies. And that has since done a 180 on me. And I don't care. I like the fact that it's live. I think people enjoy that. That's, this is one of the good things. It's great things that's come out of this whole situation is that they're getting to see, what is this, your bedroom right there that you're in? Or is that a guest bedroom?
This is a guest bedroom. This is my, you can see some weights over here, work out, do things like this. I've done some writing appointments this way.
Yeah. See, they're getting to see into your home as a guest, like they're hanging out in your guest bedroom. Some of them would probably love that. But, that's
I kind of move rooms every once in a while. Like I go from.
Yeah, keep it fresh, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the beauty of it. People. I never would have done this. I never would have taken the time to set up at my house a whole lot and welcome people into my house and do live streams. I never thought about doing it before. Why? I don't know. I was so busy. We still play 160, 175 shows a year. And so you just want to, when you come home, you just kind of get away from it all. But this has been a lot of fun for me to do the things that I always said I never had time for. And I've been doing that. I've been doing that quite a bit, and I'm hearing from a lot of people that they're doing that. Sorry, I get to talking a lot. Since you start off with a cover, I want to start off with one too. This was actually by request too. My friend Stacy Lewis, a fantastic LPGA golfer, won some majors, and she's an overall badass. She married one of my best friends in the world, Garrett Chadwell, and I sang this song at their wedding. And this is one of my heroes, one of my favorite, one of my heroes. The reason I challenged myself to start writing songs was because of Guy Clark and Robert Earl Keen. So. Good times come, then they go. The rain will fall, the wind will blow. Through it all, you gotta know I'll do what I can do to protect you, right or wrong. Heal the hurt till the hurt is gone. I'll be right where I belong. I'll be here for you. I'll be here when the sky turns gray, the sun goes blind, the moon won't stay. I'll be the light to guide your way on to someplace new. I'll be here when the crowd is gone, the last note fades on the very last song. I'll be the road to take you home. I'll be here for you. When your star falls from the sky and your wings don't want to fly, just remember I'm standing by to help to see you through. 'Cause better days will come again, clouds will break, your heart will mend. I'll be where I've always been. I'll be here for you. I'll be here when the sky turns gray, the sun goes blind, and the moon won't stay. I'll be the light to guide your way on to someplace new. I'll be here when the crowd is gone, the last note fades on the very last song. I'll be the road to take you home. I'll be here for you. I'll be the road to take you home. I'll be here for you. Oh, thank you. Yeah, we get our virtual clap to each other. They're clapping out there. I'm imagining them all clapping. I don't know how many we have tuned in right now, but I need to check that. I don't. Thank you. Yeah. Do you ever listen to much Robert? Do you ever listen to much Robert O'Keefe before?
A little bit, not as much as I should have. But
yeah,
I got to play some shows with him, and he has one of the best bands I've ever heard, for starters.
Yeah.
And I remember thinking, I'm glad I don't have to follow him, because it was with Willie, and it was like me, him, Dwight Yoakam, and Willie, and every night it was just he's just so good.
He's incredible. He's I joke around when I started a band in Lubbock, Texas, when I was in college. That's the first experience. I literally did not learn to play guitar till I was 17. And then, so I was a late bloomer to it, but then I started a band when I was 19. That's how idiotic I was. But we started off, and we were literally, I joke around, but we were almost a Robert O'Keefe cover band. And we played so many of his songs. He was so popular then too. He kind of rejuvenated his career with Gringo Honeymoon record and Merry Christmas from the Family and The Road Goes On Forever. And I mean, the list goes on and on of amazing songs that he's written. So I encourage everybody out there to go. I'm sure most of you know Robert Earl. If you don't, check him out. Or if you do, revisit a lot of those records. They're incredible songs, incredible songwriting, and truly one of my biggest influences and heroes in the world.
Oh, sorry to interrupt you, but
no, interrupt me all night.
A couple of years ago, and he was at this thing and was part of it too. BMI was giving John Prine an award, and I was part of the group getting up and singing for John, as was Robert Earl Keen. And Robert Earl was the only other person that had ever gotten that award. Now, I can't tell you what that award was, but they've given it out twice. Once
Wow,
to John Prine and once to Robert Earl. I think that says a lot about him.
that's amazing. Yeah,
Yeah.
he deserves so much, and I feel like he deserves more than he's even gotten, and he's gotten a lot. What I love about him is that I'm pretty sure I've never, I love Robert, and he's always been so kind and sweet to me. But he's one of those guys that I have a hard time becoming buddy with because I'm so starstruck every time I get around him. I feel like I make a total ass of myself. I know I don't, but I'm that guy. I'm the quiet guy in the corner that's always afraid to mess up. But I truly think that what's cool is that I'm pretty sure that when he wrote "Road Goes On Forever," he was like 40 or 1 or something like that. I mean, it completely. It's for guys like me that are. I won't say how old I am, but I'm a little bit older. It makes me feel good to know that maybe the best part of his career was that time, when it took off from there and when he was in his 40s. And so I saw that with Guy Clark too. I think just continually, and John Prine. Look at the When I Get to Heaven, those songs. I mean, it's like, that's the ultimate goal for. I know you're a songwriter first, and or you seem to be. I guess I shouldn't assume that, but
No, I am.
It's cool to see artists, see songwriters that continually write great songs throughout their entire careers, and continue to inspire people. I believe Dublin Blues was written when Guy was like 65 years old or something. So it brings hope to guys like me.
Well, and girls like me. I'm in that same age bracket. I get exactly what you mean. Like, it brings a lot of hope. You see somebody like John Prine or Guy Clark or Robert Earl Keen, Bonnie Raitt. I think the older we get, the more we have to say, and we have a different take on things. And you want to always feel. I always want to feel like my most recent stuff is it's as good as the best stuff I've done. So
That's the
I'm
goal,
with
right?
you.
That's the
Have you
goal.
ever, speaking of, yes, that's the goal. Speaking of Guy Clark, do you know Jordan Powell?
Oh yes.
Well, Jordan has this great Guy Clark story that always cracks me up. He went over to Guy's and he was a huge Guy fan, kind of what you're saying, like so starstruck, didn't quite know what to do. And he got into the kitchen and Guy said, "You want a cup of coffee?" And Jordan said, "Yeah." And he just pours in this cup of coffee. And Jordan said it was like motor oil. But he felt like it would be, he didn't want to say, "Can I have some cream with that or sugar?" He just felt like he should just drink it.
Be a man.
And so he says he like drinks it, chugs it down. And he's like, Guy says, "Better have some more," and tops him off again. And he's bringing the coffee into him. They're not in the kitchen at this point. So Jordan says by the third cup of coffee, he said he's about to be on the ceiling. It's so bad. I mean, it's just so strong. And so Guy brings him another cup of coffee, and Guy takes this big thing of sugar and starts putting sugar in his. And Jordan said, "Oh, you're putting sugar in your coffee?" And Guy said, "I don't know how you're drinking it like that." And all day long, Jordan had been trying to keep up with him.
That's so great, and that's he was so intimidating. He really was. I mean, I wrote with him once, and I was like, okay, I'm good. I don't want to write with him again because I was so intimidated. I couldn't be myself. The first thing I said to him was, we hung out for a little bit, and he let me play his number 10 guitar that he had made, and I was so nervous. And I had this line. He goes, "What do you got?" And he pulled out his pencil. He always wrote with a pencil and graph paper. And he pulls out his graph paper and his pencil, and he goes, "All right, what you got?" And after he'd rolled a joint, a cigarette, he's smoking it, and he says, "What you got?" And I said, "Well, here's this line I was thinking." And he goes, "Huh, let me write that down." And he puts his cigarette in his mouth, and he writes it down in his graph paper. And he goes, "Huh, that sounds like another shitty song to come out of this town." And there was this awkward silence between us. And then he looked at me, and he goes, "Huh, sorry about that." And we laughed so hard after that. And we ended up writing a great song. I got to record it with him, and I have it tucked away. It hasn't never been heard by the world. But it was one of those moments that I'll never forget. It was truly amazing to be in the room with him and to have him record later on with me. He was as good as it got for me. So cool. Good story. I love the black coffee story. That's great.
Jordan tells it way better, and he actually typed it out. And when Guy Clark passed away, I think Jordan was really kind of too upset to talk about it, and he sent that out to some of us. Um, I mean, he called it like black sludge or something. I mean,
I love it. Welcome to Wade's World, the ultimate Quaranstream, everybody. My guest is Brandy Clark this week. Thank you for tuning in. As always, we've had so many people tuning in week after week that send me text messages. You can, by the way, for those of you that don't know, you can text me at 830-240-7978. That's 830-240-7978. You can text me, as you can see right here. I'm checking them all. And I love hearing from everybody that they're, when it turns Monday or Tuesday, that's saying I'm already ready for Friday night to get here. It just means a lot. A lot of people, Brandy, are putting it up on their TVs, streaming it up on their TVs, and sitting around with their families, and a lot of people with their kids tuning in, and it's just a really, really magical time for me that I love. Just trying to spread some love out there, and I love that people are receiving it and giving it back to us as well. And thank you for everybody in their donations. The virtual tip jar, wadebowen.com/tip. I want to give a shout out to the Olympus apartment complexes all over. They helped us out this week and told every single one of the people in their apartment complexes to have a Friday night dance party with us at their apartments. And so we really kind of making it a dance hall with us, and it really means a lot that they tuned in. It really means a lot that they are helping spread the word about Wade's World and about musicians in need and those trying to make it. It's not just musicians; it's so many people. So this money goes to Music Cares, and to help Brandy out as well. So we appreciate you tuning in, and glad to have you along for the ride again.
and I'm just so everybody knows, any bit of mine tonight is going all to Music Cares.
Oh, you're so sweet.
It needs to go there. I'm lucky enough to have food and be taken care of. But people that were in my band or crew people, I was getting ready to start a tour on March 28th, and people plan their year around that kind of stuff, and then the rug gets ripped out from under them. So it's a great way. I love what you're doing. And when Scott, your manager, when he was telling me about it, I said, I just want all of mine to go to Music Cares once
perfect.
The production and all that's paid for, because I want to be able to do something. And there are people that there's nothing they can do. So
yeah,
I'm happy to do it.
Yeah, you're so sweet. Thank you very much for doing that. We for those of you who don't know, we give a portion of tonight's to Music Cares. We also give a portion to the guest artists, because the whole point is to try to help them as well. And every week we've been able to give some money to the guests and to help them pay for their situation that they're in. And so, Brandy, that means a lot to all the musicians in the world. Thanks for your donation. And I don't know what that may be, but it's been pretty substantial week after week. And it's thanks to everyone tuning in. So thank you for your help. Yeah. And speaking of that, you're about to start a tour. So you have had a new record you released right as this stuff was going down.
Yeah,
March
I was
12th, is that right?
So lucky. I was the last person that got to play the Today Show. That I got that lucky. I had played, I taped CBS and then Saturday morning, and then did the Today Show. And then, left there and found out that all of us had been exposed and had to self-quarantine, and everybody was fine. Nobody got it. But it kind of it was like one day we're worried about really superficial things, and then the next day everybody's worried about, oh gosh, I hope we don't get sick. And it was really eerie, because you could feel, even though they hadn't locked New York City down, it felt weird. And that was it was what was to come, so it's just
so you were in New York when you kind of, which at that time still was the worst place to be.
Totally. And it wasn't, I never left my hotel room for no reason other than we had early call times. But when you look down in Times Square and you can see 21 people, I literally counted 21 people. I thought something is going on because everybody we were at CBS first, they were just high alert, wanting to know if any of us had been in hot zones, that kind of thing. And up to that point for me, the coronavirus was something that was happening on cruise ships. I didn't know it was here. I
Right.
was really pretty ignorant about it.
Well, we all
Um,
were. We all were at the very
yeah,
beginning.
yeah.
I was having 6 or 7 people over my house to hang out and do a show, So
Yeah.
I get it. But the hardest part about to me, if I were you, it was you release a record and then, um, you want to go out and work it. It's the prime time to go work it and play shows and get the word out there about your record. So, and it's a fantastic record, by the way. I
Oh, thank
absolutely
you.
love it. And what have you think you've done to try to manipulate that a little bit and try to help your cause, even though you couldn't go out there and push it as normal?
Things like this, I do in every Wednesday. I have a song called "You Can Come Over, But You Can't Come In," and we have a live stream now called "You Can't Come Over, But You Can Come In" that I'm gonna arm wrestle Wade into doing with me.
I'm in. I'm already
Um,
in. Just say when.
so that kind of stuff, and then I've always had a pretty press driven career, so I've gotten to do a lot of press on it, and then Americana Radio has really embraced this record and they're playing it. And so I've done a lot of radio things, same way like this, or, you know, call ins and stuff. But there is nothing quite like you're saying, going out and playing live. That's really where it all builds. And, I haven't been on the road as long as you, but I've been working on it long enough to where this tour I was getting ready to start, I was so excited for. I was excited about the size of the rooms and the way the tickets were selling, and but I know that it'll just be when this is over. And yesterday I was talking to my manager, and she said, you know maybe all this is doing all these other things, maybe it's going to maybe there are going to be more people in those rooms than there already were, once people feel safe again.
Yeah, and I can't wait for that day because I think this is a great record to go out and play live. I kind of dug into a little bit. You worked with Jay Joyce on the record, and the way y'all did it, somewhat more broke down than normal, especially for Jay Joyce. It's pretty intriguing, and I can imagine how excited you must have been to want to go out and play this stuff live because it's a really great record.
Thank you, Wade. I
So
was
use this time now to do what you couldn't do when the record came out. Tell
That's
us about anything but love is was it Love is a Fire?
Yes.
Yeah, don't do that one because I got something for that one later on. But
Oh, what's crazy too is this morning I was with this record. There's, like you were talking about it. We started it out, four of us, and we were going to cut it all acoustic, and we did that with the basic tracks, and we had a few electric instruments, but then we went in and did used the Memphis strings and horns guys, and so I was so excited because I have hired a cellist. She's been on the road with me for a while now, but I also hired a keyboard player that plays trumpet. And I was so excited. And this morning I got where the guy who plays drums for me wanted us to do, I don't know what they're called, but you've probably done one. Those things where you're all in the squares and you're all playing
oh yeah,
separately.
yeah. I'm
So
learning
he's
to do
really
that
good
one
at
too.
doing.
Yeah,
And I got it this morning, and I cried a little bit because it was like happy sad tears, because I was so happy at the way everything sounded, but then so sad to not be out sharing that.
oh, I would love to see that. Have you released it yet? Or?
No,
No?
probably next week, I think.
Cool. I'll be on the
Yeah.
lookout. Those things
Yeah.
are fun. I know there's some guys like that have been doing that stuff for a while. Boy, they're coming in handy right now. I got to be a part of one where my buddy Nate Kuhn asked me to sing a Phil Collins song, and it was so much fun, man. And he knows how to lay it out perfect. He had the thing whipped up and ready to go before I could even, normally do a song. So it was pretty cool. Anyway, I'll be on the lookout for that. But talk about something off the new record. The record is called Life is a Record.
Yes, Your Life is a Record. So we were talking about Guy Clark and John Prine. So I'll play this one. This song was actually inspired by John Prine. Um, couple of years ago, probably three years ago now, I was at the Americana Awards, and John Prine came out to introduce Iris DeMent, and there was no voice of God. He just walked out, and everybody stood up, and for a long time, and I think in an attempt to not cry, once he got everybody to sit down, he said, "Well, I'm John Prine, but I'd like to go back to being who you thought I was." And it really hit me. Like,
Wow.
it hit me as just a human who's, messed up and wanted to go back to being who somebody thought I was at some point. And then it hit me as a songwriter, and I thought, boy, that's a song. And so the next day I went in and wrote this with Jonathan Singleton and Jesse Joe Dillon. Used to want to be a cowboy, a shadow in a sunset. That's why I started smoking cigarettes. Used to want to be a cowboy. Used to want to be Elvis. Drive a pink Cadillac car. That's why I learned to play the guitar. Used to want to be Elvis. There's a lot of things I used to want to do till I met you. Now I want to be honest. Now I want to be better. Now I want to be the me I should have been when we were together. I want to be at least almost close to worth your love. I want to be who you thought I was. Used to want to join the circus, hang around with the freak show. Wish I learned to walk a tightrope. Used to want to join the circus. Used to want to stay 18. Used to want an Airstream with a lawn chair, tumbleweed view. Now I just want you. And I want to be honest. Now I want to be better. Now I want to be the me I should have been when we were together. I want to be at least almost close to worth your love. I want to be who you thought I was. There's a lot of things I used to want to be till you stopped loving me. Now I want to be steady. I want to be forever. Now I want to be the me I could have been when we were together. I want to be at least almost close to worth your love. I want to be who you thought I was. Yeah, I want to be who you thought I was.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
Beautiful.
So, were you in the middle of a tour when this started?
I'm always on tour, so I don't ever really stop. But I was gearing up. Randy Rogers and I have another Hold My Beer Volume 2 record coming out May 8th.
Nice.
So that's coming up here in a couple of weeks. Golly, hard to believe. But we were supposed to kind of start gearing up for that, and we're always on tour. That's what I tell everybody. So we had a lot going on that we had to postpone or figure out. And they're still trying to figure all of that out for sure.
But the album's still coming out.
The album's still coming out. We debated whether to push it back and wait for this thing to kind of, not, I don't know, wait for this thing to kind of clear out, but not release it. But I feel like we kind of came to the decision that this record is fun, it's funny, and it's very country. It's kind of throwback style country, and it's a buddy record. It's a beer drinking fun record, and felt like the people sitting at home probably really need this right now. I love playing it. I love sitting around having to learn the songs, gearing up for the release, and it makes me laugh. These songs are fun, and they make you feel good, and so we just are depending on that, and we have such great believers in our music, and that Hold My Beer and Watch This tour that we started, officially 12 years ago, unofficially 18 years ago. That thing is just, taken off for us. It's something that started off with just us and our guitars sitting around in little bitty beer joints, song swapping, and it's turned into, now this is going to be our 4th record overall. So it's a lot of fun, but it's really hurting us, not at the same time, like you said, not being able to go out and play the shows and work and be in front of people and play these songs, because that's what we've depended on. I've depended on that for 20 years to get the live aspect of my career in playing songs. So it's getting the feedback from people and going out and visiting with them afterwards, and signing autographs and all that stuff. I really miss it a lot. So we just had a video come out today, so I'll play that one as well later on. It's called Rodeo Clown. Silly song. I'm going to play this one because this song is, I love how a lot of your writing is very conversational, and I love conversational songs. To me, it's a very country music driven tradition. The conversation that you would have in a bar or something with somebody turns into poetry. That's a goal with a lot of my songs. So. I'll just come out and say it. I don't come in much. If I'd said it as a question, you probably would have gotten up. Pause a pickup line to stay in my style, and I assume it isn't yours. So why don't we just start with a dream? I'm in no mood to think, so please just say anything. Tell a story, ramble on. I pretend to go along, yeah, 'cause she wears someone else's ring. Well, I let her go 'cause I was blind, and I can't get it off my mind. So say anything. I can't promise that I'll listen or hang on every word, 'cause my thoughts tend to wander every time I think of her. Oh, and how she could have told me all I was doing wrong. Yes, she took my pride and left me broken, all because of things left unspoken. Please just say anything. Tell a story, ramble on. Well, I pretend to go along, yeah, 'cause she wears someone else's ring. Well, I let her go 'cause I was blind, and I can't get it off my mind. So say anything. Give me pointless words with healing touch. I believe anything you say. Say anything. Tell a story, ramble on. I pretend to go along, yeah, 'cause she wears someone else's ring. Well, I let her go 'cause I was blind, and I can't get it off my mind. To say anything. Baby, just say anything. Oh, anything at all. Ah,
That's beautiful.
conversational songs, right?
Yeah. I love, you said it's kind of a little bit of the throwback country. Oh, that reminds me of all that stuff I've always loved.
Yeah, it's that that's a lot of my influence. I think a lot of that style of writing, that style of country music, I love so much, and it's cool to try to we mock what we love, I guess, right? We imitate,
Yeah.
and so
Somebody told me a long time ago, and at the time I was like, what does that mean? But the older I get, the more I agree. He said, you're only as good as your influences. Like, yeah,
wow,
that's true.
that's very true.
You know.
Who's your number one influence ever, if you had to
You know,
pick one?
probably Patsy Cline. And in that also means to me Harlan Howard and Hank Cochran and
Right?
all the people that wrote those. Willie Nelson. I mean, Crazy is my favorite song ever.
Oh yeah,
Um, but I saw the movie Sweet Dreams and fell in love with Patsy Cline and her music. And what's funny is that at the time was like the pop crossover country. Now
yeah.
that's classic country. Um,
My mom is listening right now. She loves you, but she just fell in love with you even more when you said Patsy Cline. So
Oh, she just that voice, like, and sometimes I'll listen to Crazy because I have like my five top songs of all time, and they're You Don't Know Me, Help Me Make It Through the Night, Will You Still Love Me Tomorrow, Chair, and Crazy.
wow,
And the other three kind of float around, but the Chair and Crazy are always my top. Crazy, no, nothing ever bumps that out. And sometimes I think, is it the song or is it the record? Because the record of that song is so amazing. And I don't think it matters. It's all really, really great. But, you know,
crazy. Yeah, you talking about crazy, huh?
yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's definitely the song. The record is fantastic, but you hear Willie sing his version of it, and it's not Patsy Cline, but it's unbelievable in its own way. And
Oh, yeah.
yeah, a great song is a great song, and when it's pulled off by different people, it shows you that. So I actually want to. I'm going to do something different here. I pulled up one of your videos, your newest video, "Love Is a Fire."
Oh,
Is that your
good.
newest? Is that your newest video?
It is. Yeah,
Yes.
it is.
So I'll pull that up, and I'd like to play it for the viewers out there, give them something different. So this is your newest video. You want to intro it, and then I'll throw it over to the video. How about that?
So early January, this just as to show you, this was before coronavirus. Um, they had, I'm signed to Warner Records in LA, and um, they have their way of promoting things and doing things is a little different, and it works for me because I'm a little different. And they said to me they had gotten this guy to write this big video treatment, and I didn't love it. I mean, I wanted to love it, but I didn't love it. And so we were supposed to do one video, and they said, well, we've got this girl, and she wants to do it so bad. She says she'll do 2 music videos and a bunch of content. And I was like, well, and we had 3 days. And I thought, there's no way. I mean, you know what it's like to do a music video.
Yeah, yeah.
But she did it. And so
That's
she
incredible.
did this. The part that I love to tell people the most is when you see the flames that look like a bonfire. She had me playing my guitar, and then her and a couple of other guys, they'll never forget, they had on these big gloves and had aluminum foil over the top of the gloves and on the floor, and they had candles, and they were going like this, and she was watching the monitor, and she'd say faster, they'd go faster, and then she'd be like, okay, slower. And that's how they did that fire. I mean, she had a very small budget, and she did, like I said, 2 videos and then a whole bunch of content. And her name's Claire Vogel. If you ever need a video girl, she's amazing.
Yeah, always need a video girl, especially one that can knock out 2 videos in one.
Oh, I was blown away.
The
So this is Love is a Fire.
Yeah, the album is called Your Life is a Record. This is the newest video for Brandy Clark. It's called Love is a Fire.
Up your smile when it lights up your smoke, and then buy you a drink that'll burn in your throat. With lips soaked in kerosene, a kiss is a match. It just takes one to make the whole goddamn thing catch. 'Cause love is a fire out of control, a desperate desire. The higher it goes, once it sparks, that devil's dance in your heart and soul. You know it can't be contained. No, it won't be tamed. Love is a fire. Let's go down in flames. We both been burned, but we're still gonna play. 'Cause fools never learn. Now do we, babe? We'll burn up this bed till we burn down this house. We'll end up ashes, but we can't stop it now. Love is a fire out of control, a desperate desire. The higher it goes, once it sparks, that devil's dance in your heart and soul. You know it can't be contained. No, it won't be tamed. Love is a fire. So baby, tonight, let's go down in flames. We're already lit, so who needs a match? Just kiss me like kerosene and let the whole damn thing catch. Love is a fire. Yeah, love is a fire. Once it sparks, that devil's dance in your heart and soul. You know it can't be contained. No, it won't be tamed. Love is a fire. Let's go down in flames. Let's go down in flames. Let's go down in flames. Let's go down.
That's Brandy Clark, her newest video, Love is a Fire, and beautiful song, beautiful video. It's off her record, Your Life is a Record. Her
Yes.
album, Your Life is a Record. Welcome to Wade's World, everybody. Thank you for tuning in once again. We appreciate you being here week after week. The ultimate Quaranstream. Don't forget the virtual tip jar we have at wadebowen.com/tips. Tip. Got a lot
Wade,
of, yeah, go
I
ahead.
might be getting ahead of myself. Sorry to ask you this, sorry to interrupt you, but so are you going to do I know you do your event every year in June. Are
Yeah.
you going to do it on here, you think? Or?
We had to cancel. Actually, we had to cancel our event. I just felt like it was the right decision. I didn't want to, obviously, but it just, with all that's going on right now, even if we come out of this, which I still don't think we will by then, but even if we do, I think it's still just, I didn't feel right coming out of that and then trying to, beg clients and beg sponsors and all of this stuff because people are just trying to recover. So, and I know, it's hard. It would have been really hard to have a lot of musicians play free gigs, considering all that's going on. So I just felt with all that, it was best to just kind of stick to our thing. I'm trying to put something together maybe online if we're still at that point in early June that we can do something similar to this, do a special Wade's World or something. But it's sad, it's going to be our 22nd year for the Bowen Classic and Bowen Music Fest, and we finally hit the $5 million mark for the Bowen Family Foundation, and really starting to feel it take off, and so it's a bummer, but it's also, there's more important things in the world right now, so we'll move on to next year and make it the best one ever, right? Someday I'm going to get you down. We're going to party. You're gonna.
Let's plan on it for next year.
Yeah, it's a fun time.
Yeah, let's just plan.
It's turned into a 3-day event, and I believe this year we were talking about maybe doing 4 days. So we just like it. We enjoy the long weekend, and it's a good time. This is an old song that I've been getting a lot of requests for over the last few weeks, and just have it on my list every week, and I didn't quite get around to it. So I'm getting around to it today. And this is it's always cool to have songs that people want to hear, that they sing in the crowd, that were never singles or never videos or anything for us, and that's the beauty of playing live shows that I miss so much. This is off a record called Lost Hotel. My windshield's cracked, just like my heart. My tires are all flat, just like my brain. Yeah, my engine's running rough, whoa, just like my soul. Don't know how much further we can go, burning this much oil. So let's burn all the bridges, go over all the signs, with the hammer down, listen to her whine. Don't know where we went wrong, but it's one step closer to you being gone. Well, I gave you the tools, but you broke every single rule. And every time I turn around, I'm running straight back to you. Well, I'm broken and twisted, I'm so tired of dancing around. Pick me up, throw me down, pull me up, throw me out again. So let's burn all the bridges, go over all the signs, the hammer down, listen to her whine. Don't know where we went wrong, but it's one step closer to you being gone. Tell me which way to go, 'cause if I'm going down, well, I wanna be the first to know. Whoa, yeah. Yeah, so let's burn all the bridges, go over all the signs, and hammer listen to her whine. Don't know where we went wrong. Yeah, let's burn all the bridges, ignore all the signs, put the hammer down, listen to her whine. I don't know where we went wrong, but it's one step closer to you. Oh, it's one step closer to you. One step closer to you being gone. Oh, yeah. Oh,
Ooh, that's a big virtual clap.
thank you. Old school song there. That record
You know, a
was in
song of yours,
2006.
2000, a song of yours I always loved was Mood Ring.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Love that song.
Thank you. That's a always a requested fan favorite song. It's a sing along song.
So good.
I miss the crowd singing that one for sure.
Yeah.
Hey, I want to. It's funny. I'm having to sing songs and then think of the next questions for you.
Okay.
If I look scatterbrained, it's because I am.
You're doing a lot. I
I'm
mean,
doing a lot.
yes.
But I love it. It's fun. It's fun. I want to ask you. Now, let's just. This is not the question that you want to be asked. I know. Okay, you and I are friends, and I know. As songwriters and artists, we don't like to brag on ourselves. We don't like to talk about our success and what we're going. But I really want you to pretend that. I know there's a lot of your fans tuning in tonight, and a lot of my fans that are familiar with you. But let's just assume that there's probably some that don't.
Mm-hmm.
So I would love to. Can you kind of talk us some of the about? You're an amazing artist, and you have great records, but you also have a fantastic career of people cutting your songs that you didn't put on records.
Yeah.
Or outside songs. Can you talk about some of those a little bit? And I know it's hard for you to brag on yourself, but I really want you to, because I want you've experienced. That's really hard for people to be as fantastic of a singer as you are, and a fantastic songwriter, and then do an artist thing, but then also have other people cut your songs.
Oh, well, thank you, Wade. I mean, you cut one of my favorites, and it's one of your version of it is so amazing. Songs about trucks.
Well, I was going to say that's your best one, but thank you.
I mean, that one. I remember when
bought you
cut
like a Whataburger with cheese, maybe, or something. It didn't.
Ooh, I mean,
it didn't quite make you the money that the other ones have, but it's been a huge hit for my career. I will admit that it's been. I'll
tell you this: it's not always about the chart position, though. I think that was the #1 in Texas, if I'm not mistaken.
Heck yes, it was.
So it's not always about that, because I've had a couple #1 songs, Miranda Lambert, Mama's Broken Heart, and Ben Perry Better Dig Too. Those have been my #1s, and then I've had songs cut, by other artists. But the song I have written that when I tell people I've written, it gets the biggest reaction is Follow Your Arrow, which Casey Musgraves, I wrote that with her, Shane McNally. That song, I don't even think it cracked the top 40. So I don't always think it's about the chart position on the big, country or pop chart or whatever, even though, it does make you money, which right now is helping me a lot with not having any touring income coming in. But yeah, this song, when Miranda put out Mama's Broken Heart, that really changed my life, because my goal is always to write a classic. And thematically, that song doesn't feel like a classic because it's up tempo and fun and crazy. But what that song has done for me makes me feel like a classic, because I get so many Sunday morning texts from people that have been out at bars on Saturday night, and some bachelorette party is karaokeing that song. And I always feel like if people are covering your songs in a cover band, or if it's being karaokeed, it's gotten it's really gotten out there.
Or if you can make fun of it.
Yes, if
People
people
can
start
spoof
making,
it.
yes, parody. I mean,
It's a hit.
I don't have anything that's been parodied, but man, when something starts to get parodied, it's really made some money.
Yeah.
So
At
yeah,
least the melody's there with it. So
yeah, I was I moved to Nashville, oh gosh, over 22 years ago now, and wanted to be an artist and got there and really, I thought I was this great songwriter when I moved there, and I found out that I wasn't, like so many people do. And but it didn't disappoint me. I mean, I knew that, I knew where I wanted to get to, and I knew I had a ways to go. So I just started working on writing songs, and you know, um, I started to fall into the songwriting end of things far more than the artist end. And right about the time I'd completely given that up and thought, I'm older than people that typically get record deals, all that kind of thing. That's when it happened for me, as far as making my own records. And my first record actually came out of, I was talking about this earlier today. A lot of, I always say there are like frustrated artists that turn into songwriters, or failed artists that turn into songwriters. I was a failed songwriter that turned into an artist, because my first album was all the songs that nobody would record. And I didn't have Mama's Broken Heart or Better Dig 2. I didn't have hits when I was making that record. At the same time I made that record, a bunch of those songs got recorded and became hits. So all of that kind of happened at once for me. I'm still fortunate in that I have this artist career where I get to make the kind of records I want to make, which are, two left for country radio. I don't really know where they fall. I mean, like I said, this one I have right now, Americana, is playing it, which makes me so happy to have it played. Have somebody embrace it. But then every once in a while, I get lucky, and an artist that is on terrestrial radio will want to write with me, or they'll want to record one of my songs, and sometimes there's a hit with it, sometimes there's not. But either way, I'm pretty fortunate.
yeah, no, you are, and it's not, you're not fortunate. I mean, you're talented, and you've worked at it. You've worked your ass off. I know. I've seen you over the years work so hard to, and people, people think that you can write songs and then you just get lucky and people cut them, but firsthand that that's not the case. You got to be the hustle. You got to. It's not like the movies where they come and find you and all of a sudden you're a superstar. That's all BS. That's not the way it happens, and you know that firsthand. You've gone out and worked your butt off, and gotten yourself in the rooms with Shane McAnally's of the world, and been a sponge and soaked it up, and it's turned out great for your career and for your artist career and for your songwriting side. I mean, it's been really fun to follow and watch over the years. So feel free to play whatever you want right now. I know we're just kind of chatting it up. I just want you to play whatever you feel like at this point.
You know what? I'm going to play this one because this was on my first album. This was the song that I most was frustrated that it hadn't been recorded and been a big hit. And it also, too, for me, right about the same time that my records started to come out, I started to have hits as a songwriter. And there were times where I thought, did I take the right fork here? Because I also started to see a lot of my contemporaries have tons of hits. You mentioned Shane McAnally. I mean, he's had more hits than just about anybody. When you're pursuing the career of an artist, it's more than a full-time job. And so I really took myself out of the everyday Nashville co-writing scene, trying to get cuts. I had to take myself out of that to pursue my artist career. And because I loved being on the road, I didn't really know if I would love that part of it because I was late to the game on it, but I loved it. And I was on great tours and have great fans. And so I loved that. But there were times where I would think, should I have just devoted the rest of my life to being a staff songwriter? In the moment when I thought, no, I'm exactly where I should be, was this song. Because nobody else, I mean, there were other artists that recorded it, but it ended up not ending up on records. And this was a song I really felt like the world needed to hear. And when it was not, it was never a single. There were people who played it anyway, but it never did anything in terms of charts. It's my favorite song I've ever written. And when it was nominated for a Grammy, I thought I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be. And I might not ever have as many hits as somebody else, or as much money or as much fame, but if what happens is songs like this of mine get out in the world, then that's what makes me really happy. So this is Hold My Hand. I mean, I've gone on and on and on, but the name of the song is Hold My Hand.
Yeah, awesome.
Ribbon is the color of her long curly hair. Red is the dress that she knows how to wear. Bluest eyes I've ever seen, maybe just a touch of green. Oh, she could steal most any woman's man. This'd be a real good time to hold my hand. She walked up and said, hello. It's been a while, don't think I noticed the nervous in your smile. Wasn't that long ago, you were a whole lot more than friends. So this would be a real good time to hold my hand. Don't let this moment linger. Now would be the time to reach out with your fingers, get them tangled up in mine. Let her know for sure that I'm more than just a soft place.
Technical difficulties, but I think we got it now figured out.
Okay.
Of course, during my damn favorite song of yours.
I understand. I've had ones where I've had to just stop it. It gets so bad.
Well, I think we got shut down because of playing your video, so we're back now. But I hope.
Oh, okay.
We didn't piss anybody off at the label, but.
Oh. No, because that's on YouTube and.
That's where we got it from. So I don't know what happened, but anyway, first time ever we got kicked off for a while, so now I guess we're back now.
Okay.
So. Welcome to live TV or live streaming.
All kinds of trouble. We've caused all kinds of trouble.
Well, story of my life, you know.
Yeah.
You know, just trying to help you in your career, right? We're trying to play the new video. Damn it, we need new video streams anywhere.
Well, I've got my computer in the other room, and I went in there and watched it when you were playing it, and it was playing fine.
Okay, good. Well, maybe we. Yeah. I know. Last week we had some technical errors too, where all of a sudden it just stopped working. So it's the beauty and the curse of live streaming that, you know, we just have to accept that everybody understands that we're doing our best.
It honestly makes me feel better. I feel like I'm always getting yelled at, like, this only happens on your live streams, and I'm like, no, it's not just me.
No, it's not. It's unfortunately technology, and like I was telling you earlier, there's so much competition right now. At first, when we started this, we had very few problems at all. But I think now everything's overwhelmed with live stream after live stream. I know a few buddies that were doing live streams tonight at the same time as us. So we're doing the best we can. And Hold My Hand is a fantastic song. I don't know how much of it people heard, but damn, it's just an incredible song. And you've been nominated for Grammys, and you sang that on the telecast, which is one of my favorite moment I've ever seen of my friends, where I was like, holy moly, you're on the Grammys right now with Dwight singing. You know, it was like,
Thank
awesome.
you. It was pretty surreal. I say, it's the best 2.5 minutes of my life so far. Preceded by some of the hardest 48 hours before, because it's so stressful, and I've let it be more stressful than it should have been. But man, yeah, that was amazing. And Dwight's one of my favorite, just period, of all time. And so to get to do it with him was pretty big.
Of course. I mean, it was like, and he did that because he just wanted to be a part of your, like he wanted to help, right? He wanted to be a part of your, you were on the road together at the time, right?
Yeah, he and I were on tour with Air Church, actually. And he and I have done a lot of shows, just the two of us. He's just, have you done shows with Dwight?
No, I wish.
He's just fantastic. I mean, he's just so good. Like, he's such a great singer. His band is amazing. He's a superstar and he's a legend, all at the same time.
Yeah, I've been to a lot of his shows. Actually, I did open up for him. We did open up for him a couple years ago in Houston. His show is incredible. And Keith Gaddis, played guitar with him forever. So I love hearing the inside stories, inside gossip and scoop.
I've seen some of the inside there.
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty cool. But obviously there's so many people influenced by Dwight, and to have him up there on stage with you at the Grammys was a pretty cool moment, if you ask me.
It was pretty awesome.
I'm gonna play. I've been trying really hard. I've been trying really hard over the last. Actually, every single episode, I've been trying really hard to play songs that I normally don't play, or songs that I haven't played in a while.
Good call.
If it makes you feel any better, 2 weeks ago, I was in the middle of a song and it completely went out on us. And I had to start all over. And I'm a one-man crew here, so, I'm getting all these phone calls and text messages. So. Anyway, thank you for your patience, man. You're awesome. My buddy Hal asked for this one. So. Said she was leaving and it wouldn't take her long to get to where she's going. Wouldn't change her mind, but didn't mind if I wanted to tag along. Even though I'd only known her for a minute, her name was all I needed. She's the kind of girl you don't turn down, you just get into the car and watch her drive. Yeah, watch her drive. She hardly had a hand on the wheel, changing them stations on that old radio. Dress fell off her shoulder just enough to see her dragonfly tattoo. Gas station left her purse in the car, but somehow she still walked out with cigarettes. Yeah, probably charmed them off that counter clerk, just another man who would love to watch her drive. Yeah, watch her drive. Well, I know come tomorrow that she won't be around. So maybe all we're meant to be is no more than right, no more than right now. Well, she cut the headlights off, climbed up onto the hood, and we watched the trains roll by. And through a laugh she asked which one of those stars above do you believe is heaven. Said Said I'm not quite sure, but I kind of feel with you, girl, like I'm already there. She leaned in close and closed her eyes, and yeah, I just watched her drive. Yeah, I watched her drive. Well, I know come tomorrow that she won't be around. So maybe all we meant to be is no more than right, no more than right now. Well, she didn't have much to say. She just dropped me off back where it all began. And I just stood there as she disappeared. Something tells me that I'll always watch her drive. Yeah, watch her drive. Oh, watch her drive. Oh, thanks.
It was
You-
gorgeous.
That's one of those songs that I always tell people that is not one I play acoustic a whole lot because it's a full band song. When we play that with our band, it's like 6 or 7 minutes long. We just turn it into a jam and keep going and going and going and pass off solos and have fun. We hadn't played that in a while, so I know the band, if they're listening out there, that's one we should bring back into the show because that was always a fun one. Yeah, it's called Watch Her Drive. It was off of one of my records. I lose track of them all. It was on
How many
the
records? How many
Give It.
records have
No,
you
it was
made?
on the self-titled record. How many records do I have? I have 9 studio records, 10 studio records now, and 4 live albums.
That's a big body of work.
That's a lot of me just trying to figure stuff out through the years, and I have one. The very first one I ever made, I discontinued. You can't find it anymore. I sound like a chipmunk. I got rid of it. But it had one of my favorite. It had one of my most requested, or it is my most requested song, called "Who I Am." I put on a live record shortly after that, and that's become one of those. It was never a single, never anything, and it's just. I do handwritten lyrics and all kinds of stuff for that song. It's the wedding song. Be careful, like Ray Wiley Hubbard says, be careful what you write. You might have to sing it forever. That's the case with that one.
Oh yeah.
We're at Wade's World. We're back to Wade's World. I hope we got the viewers back for that time out that we had. Welcome to live stream TV. That's just the way it is. You're going to have to deal with it. Sorry. We love you. Thank you for coming back. The ultimate Quaranstream are live from my home here in New Braunfels, Texas. You are in Nashville, Tennessee.
I'm actually in Los Angeles, California.
Los Angeles. Oh, I knew that. What the heck am I thinking? Los Angeles. Brandy Clark is my guest this week, and she is incredible. We're so glad to have her, and I've been looking forward to this since you said yes, so I can't thank you enough.
Me
Why don't
too.
you play us another song, and I'll try not to cut you off this time.
That's okay. So I'll play another one from this new record. This one's called Pawn Shop.
Oh, I love it. Love this song.
Thank you. She pushed her wedding ring across the counter and said, "Tell me that it's worth more than I think. There's a bus to Baton Rouge, leaves in an hour. And I
buys me a seat. That quarter carat picture, perfect dream, wasn't all it was cracked up to be. It ain't stolen, it ain't hot. Someone told me it cost a lot. Man, ain't that the truth? Thought I'd wear it my whole life, never even crossed my mind. Back when it was new, it ended up in a pawn shop on Charlotte Avenue. He walked in with it slung over his shoulder. He said, man, you'll never give me a fair price. This young man's town's just watching me get older, and the songs I sing don't feed my kids and wife. There's a few bell buckle scratches on the back, and the B string tends to fall a little flat. It ain't stolen, it ain't hot. Someone told me it cost a lot. Man, ain't that the truth? Thought I'd play it my whole life, never even crossed my mind. Back when it was new, it ended up in a pawn shop on Charlotte Avenue. Dreams don't die even when they're broken. Tomorrow when that sign says open, that guitar or that wedding band will start a new dream, second hand. It ain't stolen, it ain't hot. Someone told me it cost a lot. Man, ain't that the truth? Thought I'd own it my whole life, never even crossed my mind. Back when it was new, end up in a pawn shop on Charlotte Avenue.
The crowd goes crazy. I love that song.
Thank you.
That's the Charlotte Avenue in Nashville, I'm assuming, or did you just?
Yes, I wrote that back when you and I were at the same publishing company. That was one of that was one of those songs from over in those days.
Man, we attempted to write one time, and we need to do it again.
Yeah, we do.
You were in party mode, I think. I was in record mode. I was all Space Cadet, and you were in party mode. There was one of your number ones that had just gone number one that day, and you were ready to party. And I was like, yes, we should go party or something. It was a good song we started, though. There was something about a sad song or something. We need to.
Yes, I remember that.
It's good. We need to go back and revisit that. I want to welcome everybody back. By the way, your label is doing a very good job of copywriting and protecting stuff. We got blocked in 247 countries, I'm hearing. So
Oh my gosh.
thank you, Brandy, for being so popular and cool. We apologize, but we pulled that off of. It's my first time doing that, so now I know my lesson, I guess, not to do that. We pulled it off of YouTube. So
Yeah, I would have never. They must have some little. I mean, with all that's going
I'm
on
sure
in
it's
the world.
automatic. Yeah.
Yeah, it must be automatic.
Yeah. Well, anyway, it was all in good spirit, and it makes maybe that makes Wade's World cool. It was 247 countries got blocked from Wade's world. So
I had people texting me saying, I just got kicked off. I think they thought they did something wrong.
yeah,
So,
yeah. So we didn't do anything wrong. I'm pretty proud to say that because it's normally my fault. So now it's just because Brandy's such a big badass Warner Brothers artist, or Warner artist. So thank you, Brandy, seriously, for being here. It means a lot, and all we're trying to do is help the artists, and you know, as you are trying, you being here, helping. She's donating all of her tips tonight to Music Cares, and that's why we're here in the first place, is to help a portion of the proceeds go to Music Cares and to help fellow artists. You can tip at the virtual tip jar at wadebowen.com/tips, and we'll make sure that Brandy's donation is taken care of, as well as ours. And thank you very much for supporting what we love to do with our lives. That's the best way I know how to put it. We really, really love our jobs and love playing music for you guys, regardless of how we have to do that. The beauty of when times get bad and crazy in this world, the first thing people seem to turn to is music. So we're glad that technology has given us a chance to stay connected with all of you, and it means a lot that you're tuning in. I want to give a huge shout out to Shiner Beer, to John Coker, Casey Steve, Tim Jenkins, Scott Kernahan, Jen and McKenzie at our socials, and the list goes on and on of people that help pull this off week after week. Want to give a shout out once again to Sarah at Olympus Apartments all over. Their apartment complexes are tuning in. Hopefully they're back after the lockdown. Every week, Brandy, I like to feature somebody that I can't get everybody on this show. You know, I can't get everybody all at one time. So I try to feature songwriters that I love, people that, somebody out there. I get asked a lot, who are you listening to? Who do you think is good? Who should you tune into? Who's cool? And, this gives us a chance to play some of those artists, to give them some spotlight, and to show the world how incredible these artists are. And I love, over the last few weeks, we played some really, we've done it every week, but I love getting the response that, hey, what was that guy's name again? What was it? I get a text or a Facebook post or Instagram post, hey, what was the guy's name again? I want to check it out. So I love doing this. It's a lot of fun. This is a guy, he lives out in Nashville. He's a Texas guy. He lives out in Nashville. He's one of my dearest friends in the world. He's a fantastic human being. And along with it, he writes some killer songs, too. So y'all check out my buddy. This is Ben.
Hey, thank you, Wade. This is a song about a string of one-night stands that ended up turning into a relationship, which ended up turning into a breakup, subsequently turning into a very awkward situation when you run into that person after you've broken up for about a year. I'm over it, though. This is It's Taught Me to Lie. Living with a little less, being thankful for whatever's left, taught me how to get by. Losing a first love to my best friend, wishing the best for them, taught me how to go blind. You never know when life lessons hide, but baby, when you said goodbye, you taught me to lie and say that I'm fine, like I don't feel nothing. You don't cross my mind. I'm better off alone. I'm happy you're gone. The two of us together, it always felt wrong. Now I'm just saying things I don't mean. Think I'm happy now, I'm finally free, looking everybody dead in the eye. telling them that I've been alright. You taught me to lie. Being stubborn when I know I'm wrong, burning every bridge I ever crossed, taught me to swallow my pride. A man like me might need more time, but you only had to say one goodbye. You taught me to lie and say that I'm fine, like I don't feel nothing. You don't cross my mind. I'm better off alone. I'm happy you're gone. The two of us together, it always felt wrong. Now I'm just saying things I don't mean. Like I'm happy now, I'm finally free, looking everybody dead in the eye and telling them that I've been alright. You taught me to lie and say that I'm fine, like I don't feel nothing. You don't cross my mind. You taught me to lie and say that I'm fine, like I don't feel nothing. You don't cross my mind. I'm better off alone. I'm happy you're gone. The two of us together, it always felt wrong. Now I'm just saying things I don't mean. Like I'm happy now, I'm finally free, looking everybody dead in the eye and telling them that I've been alright. You taught me to lie. Yeah, you taught me to lie.
That was Ben Danaher, and my good friend from Nashville. He lives in Nashville, Tennessee. He's from Texas. Incredible singer-songwriter. We've written together a lot, and looking forward to writing with him more. I can't wait. Who knows? We might cut some stuff on our next record. I really love what he does. He's incredible, and go check him out. Go buy his merch. Go buy all of our merch, or any artist that you love out there. That's a great way to support them right now. WadeBowen.com or BrandyClarkMusic.com. Go buy some stuff. Buy the records on iTunes, on digital. Download the records. Stream the records on Apple Music, Spotify. Do everything you can to enjoy music right now, not only for the artist, but just for yourself. Music is a powerful, powerful weapon to battle anything going on in your head, good or bad. So I encourage you to do that and embrace music for all the beauty that it gives us and gives the world. So, Brandy, I want to bring up this one. I saw this one quote. Jay Joyce is a fantastic producer, world-renowned. Originally was kind of the first guy that found Eric Church. Kind of was doing that before anybody, but since then it's been like, everybody but me has recorded a record with Jay Joyce.
You should record a record with Jay. I mean, you're this kind of artist.
I would love it. I probably would need some more money right now to work with Jay, but I would love to. I've met with him before and I really love just being around him. He's just super cool. But he said something about you that blew me away, and I think this is like obviously a guy that produces someone should know the most about them. I mean, if they're doing their job as a producer and they're not just going in and I mean, you and I are smart enough. We could put some players together, get a great engineer behind a board and go in there and make a record. But producers, when they do their job, if they're doing it right, they embrace the project and they get engulfed in it with their heart and soul, and that's where great records come from. And Jay seems to do that with everything. Everything I've ever heard of him, everything I've ever listened to from him is fantastic. It's well thought out. It's arranged cool and different, and it's unique to the artist. He doesn't stick to just what Jay produces. He's very he caters to the artist, to what they want, it seems. And so he said something. Brandy's like the Linda Ronstadt of today. She's not a show-off, but so powerful and honest. When she sings, you believe her, and she can sing anything. And I know you've heard that quote before, but I wanted everybody to hear it because that is a great way to talk about you. And obviously you love hearing someone saying that, comparing to Linda Ronstadt, but also just the I love it. You're not a show-off, but so powerful and honest. And that to me is what defines you as an artist. You are very powerful, and you're very honest, and you make people believe what you sing, and that's harder to do. You know, that's what separates the talented people, because we know there's a million of them in the world. You can go around Nashville, Tennessee on any Tuesday night and find a million talented people that I go, wow, I wish I could sing or play like that. And then you have people that convince others to believe what they're singing and what they're doing, and you do that very well. So.
Oh, thank you. Well, I've always loved, I would call a non-vain singer. I love, like, Trisha Yearwood to me is not a vain singer. Like, I never feel like she's showing you everything she can do. Karen Carpenter, one of my favorite singers of all time, and then Patsy Cline, as I said, and so it's
almost as if you're speaking. Sorry to interrupt you, but it's all those people you're talking about. It's almost as if it comes so easy to you that it's almost like speaking. And I've heard some great female artists say that before, that singing to them is almost as easy as talking. And to me, I feel that when you're singing.
I think you're that kind of singer too, and that's not to deflect, but
it's hard for me to sing. I have to figure it out.
It doesn't sound like that. I mean, I was thinking when you were singing earlier, I was like, man, he's one of those guys that sings like your singing voice sounds like your speaking voice. And so, yeah, I think you're the same dude. And you need to be making a record with Jay. He is the most creative person on the planet. If there's, at least that I've ever met. And
I've heard the stories. He puts his little spotlight on down in his little cellar, and the wizard goes to work.
He's in a church. I mean, but he lives in the basement of the church, but he's great. You and he would make a great record. I love what Randy did with him.
Yeah. Randy loved working with him.
Oh, I don't know anybody, with Jay, you're working, his engineer told me one time, Jay is like that painter, Bob Ross. Remember the guy, the happy little trees guy?
Yeah.
He said, here's what you need to know about Jay. He said, at some point, this picture is going to look really pretty, and Jay's going to take a knife and go down the middle of it, and it's going to freak you out. And he does do that. He goes, but then in a little while, you're going to see that it's a train track. And that is Jay.
That's beautiful. That's a great way to put it. Yeah.
Yeah. He's very much about, when I had approached him about making this record and challenged us to do it all acoustic, I started to get a little freaked out. I said, Jay, look, if we need an electric sound, it doesn't have to be rigid. And he said, no, but it's better for me if I paint myself in a corner. If we paint ourselves in a corner, it'll force us to be more creative. And he is that way. And for me, I've made 2 records with him now, and they're 2 very different records, and the process on both of them was very different, but both times I felt like he cared, and not everyone does. So
no, yeah, for sure. And that's the ultimate quality, the first quality that every producer should have, is to care.
Mm-hmm. I mean, we care. We get to make a record every couple of years.
Yeah.
So we've put a lot of thought into it, and whoever's, holding our hand through it, or I like to call it, I think a producer should be the last writer on all the songs. So I want them to care.
Yeah. Well, play us a song. Play us something. I'd love to hear some more.
So here's something fun that Jay and I did. This is
By the way, I'm getting my virtual shots ready. Just letting everybody out there. This has become a tradition on the Wade's World. and we're gonna do some virtual shots after this song. Which Brandy's music is good enough, country music, that it makes you want to drink, which is a good thing.
I love that. And this is a song to drink to.
So I'm getting my shot ready. After this, we're going to do it. Get your shots ready. Sorry, go ahead.
Well, hello, glass house on the corner of my street, dirty laundry out for everyone to see. You're a middle-aged mean girl, always throwing stones in that old Walmart lawn chair, high and mighty throne. Well, I give you grace, why even bother? 'Cause after all, you can walk on water, so take a long walk off a real short pier. Take a cinder block with you as a souvenir. I hope you sink like the shade and stones that you've been throwing. I hear it's cold as you at the bottom of the ocean. Ah, the bottom of the ocean. Ah, if I was Jesus, well, I'd turn the other cheek. If I was Eastwood, my cool is what I'd keep. If I was raised Southern Baptist, I'd say bless your heart. If I was privileged and practiced, grace would be my art. Sometimes I wish my tolerance was taller, but after all, you can walk on water, so take a long walk off a real short pier. Take a cinder block with you as a souvenir. I hope you sink like the shade and stones that you've been throwing. I hear it's cold as you at the bottom of the ocean. Take a deep breath, you're gonna need it. And take a long walk off a real short pier. Take a cinder block with you as a souvenir. I hope you sink like the shade and stones that you've been throwing. I hear it's cold as you at the bottom of the ocean. Ah, the bottom of the ocean. Ah, better hold your breath.
I love it. Love it. So good. Welcome to Wade's World, the ultimate Quaranstream. Well, not welcome. You've been here for a while, hopefully. So thank you for tuning in to everybody. My guest this week is one of my favorite people, Miss Brandy Clark. She's an incredible singer-songwriter. We're so glad that she joined us this week.
Thank
Maybe
you.
maybe I'll get one more out of you before we make you get out of here.
You will. You will.
Okay, good. I want to. It's just a tradition every week. We started this the first week, and we've been doing it ever since. Virtual shots keeps us all together. Even if you don't have alcohol in it, take some orange juice or some vodka or
Water with lemon.
moonshine or water
Moonshine.
with
We'll call it moonshine. Yeah.
moonshine water.
Yeah.
Whatever may be out there. Take your kid, chunk them in the air. I don't know. Whatever. Cheers. Thank y'all very much for being a part of our lives, being a part of our every day. Happy quarantine to all you out there. Stay safe. We're going to be all right. Don't have to drink through it, but right now we will. God bless y'all. Here we go. Woo! So smooth. So let's see. All right. This was one that's been requested multiple times, which surprises me because it's funny because I'm getting so many requests. I think people are diving into the catalog of stuff, you know, like because they're asking for things that they haven't really asked for much in my career. Like I'm playing that many shows a year, you know, like these are songs that they're not asking for all the time, which is surprising to me because I mean, there's your typical requests for Who I Am and Mood Ring and those songs that they hear all the time. But this one is so many people. I actually did this on a record a few years back, and I asked my buddy Chris Knight to come in and sing on it. And I love Chris Knight. at the time, I wasn't buddies with him. I was just a fan, and somehow sent him the song and convinced him to come sing with me. And I take a lot of pride in my duets, Brandy. And we'll talk. Well, before we get out of here, I want to talk about the one that we did. But I take a lot of pride in the duets that I'm a part of, and not only on my records, on other people's records. I love doing them. Someday I want to make a record of just a bunch of different people doing duets together with me, because I just love it so much. There's so many people out there that I'd love to collaborate with. That's where the Hold My Beer with Randy Rogers came from, is just the desire to collaborate more with friends. And by the way, Randy wanted me to tell you this morning that I talked to him, and he told me to tell you that he's a huge fan and y'all need to hang out more.
I have to say, one of the pinch myself moments for me was somebody tweeted one time that Randy would play Stripes, like it was part of the walk-up music before he would come on stage. And I was just like, because I've never met him, and I've always been a fan, and especially when I heard—
You've never met Randy even right now?
No, never met him.
Really? Oh my gosh, we got to change that.
So that always meant a lot to me. It made me feel cool and credible, like that Randy Rogers was playing my stuff before he went on stage. Because I know my own, I know when I'm doing a show, how much thought I put into what's getting played before we go on to play. So it meant a lot.
Well, he really does. I mean, he's a big fan, and he was like, he told me, he's like, yeah, he's always been too intimidated to talk to you or something like that. So y'all need to get together and hang out and write. So
come on over.
Hey, you should come down to Texas. We live like a minute from each other, and so you should come down here, hang out. I got a whole upstairs you can hang with my family, and a whole guest upstairs to yourself, and we should write. It'd be fun.
I would.
We'll get Randy over here and we'll hang out and write. So anyway, this is one that I going back to that. I loved working with Chris Knight, and this is one I have not played in a while, so forgive me if I mess it up. But Daddy and the devil walk side by side. Me and Mama, we tried to hide. He couldn't stay sober if he tried. Daddy and the devil walk side by side. Devil had a hold on Daddy's hand. He never had a straight and narrow plan. Down a dark and dead-end road they ran. Oh, the devil had a hold on Daddy's hand. Well, he took his soul and he took his pride, but the devil still ain't satisfied. Oh, and we all cried the day he died. Daddy and the devil walk side by side. Daddy and the devil were the best of friends. We all know that story's end. It's the son that pays for the father's sins. Daddy and the devil were the best of friends. Well, he took his soul and he took his pride, but the devil still ain't satisfied. Oh, and we all cried the day he died. Daddy and the devil walk side by side. Years gone by, I'm a full-grown man. Took a lot of living to understand how a good man falls for the devil's plans. Yeah, the devil had a hold on Daddy's hand. Oh, we all cried the day he died. Daddy and the devil walked side by side. Daddy and the devil walked side by side. Sad songs.
That was Chris Knight. I mean, he's
Yeah, he's incredible. I had to send him. I remember I called him at his, he was out at his house in Kentucky. Called him on not his cell phone, his house phone or something. And had to mail him a CD. Remember those days? Had to mail him a CD so he could hear the song to say yes or no whether he wanted to sing it. And that was right when the whole thing was starting. Like, no, I can just email it to you. You're like, no, just send me the CD. And it's been fun to get to know Chris. He's an interesting character, but what an incredible songwriter and what a great dude. He's always been so cool to me. So
yeah, I'm a big fan of his. Big fan.
So I love collaborating, and we were talking about and one of my I honestly think this is the most underrated song ever. The song that we did.
Oh,
I'm shocked that more people don't know about it or heard it. I really loved the song that we did. We got to be, so here's a story. We got to be a part of, I was asked to be a part of the tribute record to the band Alabama, which was always one of my favorite bands. I have two older sisters, Tracy and Cammie, who watch every week, and my youngest sister, Jill. I'm three sisters, no brothers. Help me, good Lord. So, but my two older sisters, my first experience with music ever was them taking me to an Alabama concert. And they took me around to so many concerts. I mean, they took me to see George Strait and Alan Jackson and Garth Brooks and everybody. They were huge country music fans and still are. And they love that I do this for a living. They're like, this is so awesome. This is what they've been following their whole lives, you know. And they were the first ones that really took me and drug me around 6, 7, 8 years old to these concerts and gave me my appreciation for music. And so Alabama was a huge part of my childhood growing up. And to be able to, I remember, I think I begged Scott. I said, I heard there was this tribute record going. I was like, please figure out a way for me to be a part of that. I would love. And Jason Isbell's on that record, and Todd Snyder, and Turnpike Troubadours, and Jason Bowen. There's a great list of people on this record. It's called High Cotton. And I had a lot of people ask. Brandy and I did Love in the First Degree, and we threw it together, just literally like slapping it together, trying to figure it all out.
You know, Dave Brainerd produced that.
Dave Brainerd, yes.
He's so good. And I remember when you asked me, I was so honored, but I can't sing harmony. And so I was like, oh, how am I going to make this work? And Dave said, we'll make it work. We'll make it work. And there's one line where I sing harmony on it in the whole thing. And I'm always so proud of that one line. But I'm with you. Like that song, I mean, I grew up loving Alabama as well. But when I moved to Nashville, my first car was a 1983 Mercury Marquis. And I bought it from this older couple, and it had been, one of their parents owned the car. It didn't have a lot of miles on it, but it sat a long time. And it had one cassette in it. And it was the cassette that came with the car. Cars used to come with a cassette tape in them. And it had, you know, several songs from several different genres. And the only country song was Love in the First Degree. So I would just listen to that on repeat. And it even got stuck in there. So that song not only reminds me of being a kid, but also my early time in Nashville. And it was all I could listen.
That's awesome. I didn't know that. That's cool.
Did Tim Dubois write that?
Tim Dubois wrote it, yeah. And at the time, Tim was managing me, so he was just super stoked that that's the one that we chose. And Dave Brainerd did a great job producing it with a limited budget, and
He did.
And he worked with. I didn't know how to sing. I don't know how to sing harmonies very well either. I've been working on it over the last few years, but at the time, especially, he just kind of walked me through it, and we figured it out. And I really love what we did. And a lot of people have been asking for it, and I got to say that we can't do it because the delay is the delay's too hard, I think.
Yeah, I've tried it.
We tried. Believe me, as you've seen, Randy and I, we're releasing a collaborative record, and we can't sing any of them together. We're having to figure these out. So we can't do Love in the First Degree, but I really encourage people to go check it out. It's on a High Cotton record. It's on the record called High Cotton. It's a tribute to the band Alabama, and it was one I was really, really, really proud of, and proud to be a part of the record, and also really, really proud of that track. I listened to it again the other day, a few days ago, just to kind of, hadn't listened to it in a long time, and I was like, well, Brady's coming on. I need to kind of revisit some of these songs, and it was, man, you just killed it. It was really fun. So check it out there in Apple Music. They have actually they just released it on vinyl about 6 months ago. Yeah, I saw that they put it out. Lightning Rod Records, I believe, is the name of the record.
You know, the great thing about that record, and what I'm always so proud of on our track in particular, is it wasn't ever, I mean, it was definitely different interpretations of those songs. Like,
oh yeah,
it was real cool. It was a very cool
different
thing to be a part of.
Yeah, Jason Isbell singing with John Paul White, Old Flame. It's like not even close to the same melody. I was like, I don't think these guys have ever, I listened to it the other day. I was like, I don't think they ever even heard the original version. And that was pretty cool.
Okay.
Getting battery alerts. Stuff's coming unplugged. You should see all of this war zone. I look like anybody who's watching the draft and they're seeing all those coaches with computer screens and stuff everywhere. That's what that's what it looks like behind the scenes right here. So it's trying to figure all this out. I would love for you to play maybe one more song, if that's okay. You could take us home with, and unless you're down for playing whatever. I just can't thank you enough for being a part of this show and being here and listening to you sing is just always a pleasure. So take us home with whatever you want.
I can't thank you enough for having me, Wade. I have so much respect for you. You're always so nice. You just saying that you have 3 sisters kind of explains it to me a little bit. I mean,
I had no choice. They whipped me into shape.
Yeah, I mean, not that people that don't have sisters are not nice, but like my dad was always, really like super kind, not only to men but women. And my mom would say, well, it's because he's raised by women. He had sister and mom and you're always so kind, and I think that your sisters probably have a lot to do with it.
Mm-hmm. Well,
so anyways,
my dad also has a lot to do with that. My grandfather always said, boy, you don't get a prize for doing the right thing. And my dad has always instilled that in us. You don't get a prize for doing the right thing. And so you're supposed to be nice. You're supposed to be a good guy, Mm-hmm. And that's whenever anybody brags on me to him, he just tells them that. He's like, well, that's nothing special. He's supposed to be nice.
It's true.
So I had that beat into me as well.
We need that in the world more now than ever. So thank you for having me. Thanks everybody for tuning in. And I had some requests for this earlier. This was on my first record, 12 Stories. I know I shouldn't be here tonight. I hardly know this man. It's been a long time since I felt as pretty as he tells me I am. I've met him at the coffee shop, and I've met him in the park, but I've never been alone with him in this dress after dark. There's so many shades of gray. This is black and white. He's some stranger's husband, and I'm some stranger's wife. 10 floors up, he's waiting with champagne and candlelight. What'll keep me out of heaven? Take me there tonight.
walls on the second floor, they're about to ring, and I have to turn away right now, walk into this. If I stay to that elevator, there ain't no turning around, and I don't know what scares me most, right up or the right down. There's so many shades of gray. This is black and white. He's some stranger's husband, and I'm some stranger's wife. 10 floors up, he's waiting with champagne and candlelight. What'll keep me out of heaven? Take me there tonight. 10 floors up, he's waiting with champagne and candlelight. What'll keep me out of heaven? Take me there tonight.
Thank you.
It's funny. I was gonna ask you to sing that last, but I didn't want to be. I didn't want to. I didn't want to put the pressure on. So I
Well,
love
there
that
you
song.
go.
Thank you so much for singing that. And I know that "Hold My Hand" got cut off tonight. I believe.
Mm-hmm.
I really don't know if it got cut off or not. I can't. No one can give me a real answer. But let's assume that it did. Go check out "Hold My Hand." It's an incredible song. She's got so many incredible songs. You have your newest record is Your Life. Your newest album is Your Life is a Record.
Yes.
You also have Big Day in a Small Town and 12 Stories, which are just completely unique records. All of them. They're unique to themselves. They're inspiring, and they're entertaining, and they're really, really, really great. Really great songs. Really great songwriting from an incredible singer. Tell everybody you're just a raw, emotional, real singer, and that's hard to find nowadays. Everybody's trying so hard. You just have this natural ability about you. So thank you very much for being a part of tonight. My guest is Brandy Clark. This is Wade's World, the ultimate Quaranstream, and I just can't thank you enough, Brandy, for being here tonight.
Thank you. I mean, you've just introduced me to a whole bunch of people who didn't know me. So thank you. And just, I always love doing anything with you, and count me in on your benefit. I mean, we got enough lead time now. There's no reason why I can't do it.
Yeah. And I've been saying this, but I would really love to make it happen. I'd love for you to come down and we could do some song swaps, some shows, and some really cool listening room. There's amazing small venues right now that are when things get back. I believe the smaller venues are going to really benefit from this, from opening it up and allowing us to come in for to play for 50 people or less. That's what I'm hoping for. But regardless, whenever this thing kicks back into and we're all back to normal, I'd love for you to come down and let's do some shows together. It would be a privilege and an honor, and I think people would really love it. I hope you enjoyed the show tonight. I hope you enjoyed listening to Brandy. She's incredible. And don't forget the virtual tip jar, wadebowen.com/tips. I'm not gonna play your video again. I don't want to get blocked.
Okay.
Some guy texted said, "Man, that algorithm Facebook lesson is hard to learn." And I said, "Yeah, we just learned it. We just learned that one." But Brandy, I'm going to let you get on your way, and then I'm going to close this thing out. But once again, I can't thank you enough. thank you to all the viewers for tuning in and giving
Thank
Brandy
you.
the chance. And have a great night. Thanks so much.
You
I took about almost 2.5 hours of your time tonight, so thank you very much.
Well, it's been the best 2.5 hours of my week, so thank you.
Stay safe in the quarantine, and we look forward to seeing you out on the road and the Today Show and all the success you're having, whatever it may be. God bless you.
I'll see you in Texas soon.
Can't wait. Bye, girl. All right, so that was Brandy Clark, and I figured we would do maybe hang around a little bit longer if that's okay with you guys. You let me know. I'm here to maybe hang out a little bit longer. This thing is week after week has always been such a pleasure to do it. Such an honor to look forward to doing this every week. So I always have a hard time getting off the air. Feel free to continue to text me your requests, and I got one more. Let's see. Oh yeah, I got another artist I'd like to feature, and then I'll come back on the other side of this, maybe play a few more songs that people have been requesting over the last few weeks, and see what happens for the rest of the night. We'll try to keep you guys entertained. Thanks again for tuning back in, and this is, wait, hold on here. Live TV, baby. Live TV. A one-man show. Trying to figure all this out. Not that one. Okay, hold on. So every like I was explaining earlier, we try really hard to include artists that we love. This guy actually wrote the Wade's World theme song, and I mean it's been so much fun to to listen to that song over and over. When he first sent it to me, I was like, man, that's hilarious. I can't believe you just actually did that and pulled it off. But this guy he's got a lot of great songs, and he has a lot of, let's see, he has a record, I believe it's called Fever Dreamer. Oh no, I can't remember. Anyway, this is my good buddy Dalton Domino. Everybody, y'all check him out. I'll be right back on the other side of this, play some more songs. All right.
The song is called Wild Horses. I hope you enjoy it. She keeps her spurs on her shelf in the front room near the door. By buckle you want a mother load in the spring of '84. Next to a picture of a man from Morgan Mill last June. On a quarter horse named Geronimo, with a grin said that was you. She said he ran with wild horses. You ran with wild horses. From the movies that I've seen, I see she's got your eyes. From the stories that I've heard, she's got your humor and your smile. A bearing sense of wonder, tough as nails and stands her own. I guess that's what you left her, but then again, I'll never know. She said you ran with wild horses. You ran with wild horses. She said when you got sick, the man she knew had changed. It was something she expected, just hit her a different way. From crossfires and high calls to hospice by the fall. Now the fastest healer known, he don't leave the box at all. She said you ran with wild horses. You ran with wild horses. I'd climb across the desert, raise Atlantis from the sea. If you could see her now and to say how much she means. Until then I'll do my best to pick up where you left off. What I have, it ain't much to give, but I'll give her all I got, so she can run with wild horses. So she can run with wild horses. She runs with wild horses. She runs with wild horses. See y'all soon.
That was my buddy Dalton Domino. Thanks, man. Appreciate you. Send that video in. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in. I'm going to do a couple more here for you. I want to remind everybody that we're giving away a Wade's World guitar, autograph, signed guitar every week. We've given a couple away the last few weeks. We got some more printed up. And please go to the website, wadebowen.com, to buy Wade's World merch, buy Wade Bowen merch, everything you can. That's a really great way to support the cause. It's a really great way to, help everybody out. Also, don't forget wadebowen.com/tip is a great way to give some money. We're trying to, a portion of the proceeds go to Music Cares tonight. So thank y'all, everybody, for tuning in. I'm going to do this one here. This was by request, so this goes out to Mackenzie. Well, this morning found me wandering through my mind. Another hangover hiding from the sunshine. I put some sunglasses on to stare out the window. Yeah, I'm just looking for a way to tell the world hello. Dealing with the pain of trying to make a dream fly, taking the good and the bad with a big smile. Uncertain roads and the thrill of the chase, well, I sure felt life's embrace. And I woke up today. I saw a girl at a bus stop crying on her telephone, and a funeral procession heading down Cemetery Road. Well, there's a bride and a groom outside the Church of Christ. Yeah, it's a cut of the cards, it's a roll of the dice. When you're dealing with the pain of trying to make a dream fly, taking the good and the bad with a big smile. Uncertain roads and the thrill of the chase, well, I sure felt life's embrace. And I woke up today. Every day brings another chance for you to take. Every day brings another choice for you to make. When you wake up with the pain of trying to make a dream fly, taking the good and the bad with a big smile. Uncertain roads and the thrill of the chase, but I'd have to say, been a pretty good place. Dealing with the pain of trying to make a dream fly, taking the good and the bad with a big smile. Uncertain roads and the thrill of the chase, I sure felt life's embrace. And I woke up today. Yeah, when I woke up today. thank you. By request by a lot of people. I want to remind people, I forgot to say, if you donate or buy anything on the merch store, donate anything at all, any kind of money at waybowen.com/tips, or buy anything off the merch store. We're giving away a free guitar as well, autographed Wade's World guitar. I've been digging through these text messages I've been getting from everybody. Thanks for sending these in, by the way. Appreciate it. There's a lot of great requests. Matt Margarism? No, anyway, just Matt. I don't know how to say your last name, Matt. He says, "Why can't you love me?" for my wife Renee. So I'll do that one. This is an old school song off the one of the first records I ever had. Why can't you love me? Or can't you just be my girl? Why's it all got to be so complicated if you really love someone? Well, I know you don't really love me. Baby, I guess that's alright. At least I had my moment with you, and I'll have that the rest of my life. Sometimes your dreams just don't work out. Well, you know I've had my share before. I guess it's just another time that I'll have to walk through another unopened door. Why is it so hard hiding all of my pain? Well, I try not to be sad, girl. I just hide my tears behind the rain coming down. Well, if that's the only way to make you happy, yeah, then I'll do it against my will. Yeah, we could have been something really special. Now that's just a prophecy lived unfulfilled. I hold my heart can handle all of this. It's crazy the things I'm feeling inside. Yeah, maybe someday I'll get over you. For now I don't even want to try. Why can't you love me? Can't you just be my girl? Why's it all gotta be so complicated in this complicated world? thank you by request. Thank you, Matt, for asking. All these people are asking now, seeing that I'm reading the text messages. I'm getting a lot of these. Once again, you can always text me, not just tonight, but you can always text me at area code 830-240-7978. I've been really loving wishing everybody happy birthdays and just hearing their requests. Roy, thank you for staying on from our family in Midland, Texas. Thank you very much, Roy. Appreciate it, man. Tyler Tracy, give your wife a shout out. Carissa. Hi, Carissa. You're killing the mom quarantine thing. So congrats. That's awesome. Deb Brown, it's been 1 year since the end of my chemo treatments. Fortunate enough to meet you at MJ and M. Would love to hear who I am. All right. I guess I got to play that one now. Thank you, Deb. Once again, I want to thank my guest, Brandy Clark, for tuning in and being our guest. She's incredible. And I'm going to play here in a second. I'd like to play today we released Hold My Beer Volume 2 comes out May 8th. Randy Rogers and I, and today we released a special exclusive on CMT, but I got permission from them, so hopefully they don't block us like the other 246 countries did earlier. But I'd love to play you the Rodeo Clown video. I think it's hilarious, and we had so much fun doing this, and it's just the song is funny, the album's hilarious, and we can't wait for y'all to to just be a part of this album. I can't wait to play these songs for you. I can't wait to just be a part of it, for y'all to be a part of it. Next week, my guest will be Sean McConnell, by the way, who writes a lot of songs with Randy and I. So should be an interesting show next week. Anyway, this is the newest video off of Hold My Beer Volume 2, Randy Rogers, Wade Bowen. It's called Rodeo Clown.
With a suitcase in her hand, when she said she'd met a cowboy, I was picturing the Marlboro Man. Well, it wasn't her leaving, hell, it wasn't even the fact that she was running around. What hurts me the most is she left me for a rodeo clown. A lawyer, maybe I'd understand, or a bull riding, belt buckle, snuff dipping macho man. But a guy named Daryl, hiding in a barrel, red nose and a painted on frown. Yeah, she didn't just leave me, she left me for a rodeo clown. You're gonna ask me, but I'm just gonna tell them a lie. I'll say she was getting too clingy, and you just had to say goodbye. 'Cause you'd get throttled if they knew that Ronald McDonald was doing her now. Now she didn't just leave you, she left you for a rodeo clown. He could have been a doctor, a lawyer, maybe I'd understand, or a bull riding, belt buckle, snuff dipping macho man.
didn't just leave you, she left you for a rodeo clown.
If I'd known she was into suspenders and big shoes, then might I could've worked something out. But she went to Vegas and left me for a rodeo clown.
It hurts just to say it, she left you for a rodeo clown.
Huge fan of your work.
Oh, thanks so
Big
much.
fan.
Yeah. Oh.
You know, I'm so happy we're just friends now.
Yeah. Wait, no. Hold my beer, dude.
Whoa.
Beautiful.
Let's do it one more time. I guess let's drop new tears again and just do it. That was winner.
Well, there you go, rodeo clown. If you don't laugh at that, I can't help you. And I think that's what the record's all about. Especially during this time, people need to laugh, and that's just two buddies having fun right there. So, thanks for watching. Thanks for watching that. Welcome to Wade's World again. Welcome to Wade's World, the ultimate Quaranstream. Appreciate y'all sticking around late night. I decided I'd go a little later tonight and just play a few more. This is earlier by request from Deb. I love to watch the sunset as it fades behind the trees. Love to talk with God as I pray down on my knees. And I love the times I spend with my family and friends. I love to dream about all the places I've never been. And I love to watch you laugh and smile. I love to watch you dream. Love it when you take my hand. Let me know you believe me. And I love it that you're my girl. I love it, I'm your man. Now that you're in my life, baby, I know exactly who I am. Well, I've always loved you, baby. May not always do what's right, but I love it, girl, how we make up each and every time that we fight. I love you oh so very much. I love you more than words can say. I don't know how or why, but I love you more every day. And I love to watch you laugh and smile. I love to watch you dream. Loving when you take my hand. Let me know you believe me. And I love it that you're my girl. I love that I'm your man. Now that you're in my life, baby, I know exactly who I am. Well, I love to watch you laugh and smile. I love to watch you dream. I love it when you take my hand. Then exactly who I am. Oh, now that you're in my life, baby, I know exactly who I am. Thank you, Deb. That was a cool. I'm glad you're over your chemo and got through it all successful. Appreciate you asking for that song. Somebody asked for some more virtual shots. Why not? I'm drinking alone now. You guys having fun out there? I hope you're having fun doing this. I love doing it, and obviously I don't like stopping. So. Virtual shots. Wade's World, the ultimate Quaranstream. Thank you so much for being a part of our lives. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for sticking around. Those of you that are out that got kicked off earlier and now you're back, you're the real ones. You're the real ones. Cheers, everybody. Virtual shots on me. Woo! Woo! Eventually, we're going to get back to at least much as we can, whenever we're allowed to, get back to trying to having guests here at my house. I love the interaction, though, that's going on. I hope you are, too. It's really cool, though. I can have a guest that's in L.A. On Wade's World and listen to them. I mean, technology is a great thing. So, anybody who buys anything on our website or donates anything, I'm talking anything from $2 to $10,000 on wadebowen.com/tips, the virtual tip jar. You'll be entered to win. We're going to give away a signed, autographed Wade's World guitar. We've already had 2 winners last couple of weeks, and so we're looking forward to giving away another one tonight. So many requests coming in now. I love it. I'm so glad y'all are tuned in. 830-240-7978. 6 years strong, and your music has helped us. Oh, on anniversary. Thank you very much, Robert. Appreciate it, man. I forgot to mention at the end of that video, I don't know if you noticed that or how many of y'all noticed that, but our buddy Tuff Hedeman, world-renowned bull rider, badass, is the end. He flew all the way to Nashville with us, and we asked him, like, we don't know what you're going to be doing, but we're going to fit you in the video. We want you to be there, and we want you to be in this. It's fitting for you to be there, and he did. And lo and behold, that was the same night that we filmed the video. Was the same night that the Nashville tornado happened and came through. And we were all sleeping on the bus, and had no clue what was going on. The tornado went right by us, and we all, thank God, survived. We're okay, but there were a lot that weren't. A lot of destruction all through the city. So crazy memory I'll never forget from the Rodeo Clown video shooting. And Tuff was there with us through the entire couple of days, and was really a badass, as he always is. But Randy's black eye in the video just kind of sums up what a lot of people asking about his black eye. It sums up our late nights that we have sometimes, whether it's self-inflicted or getting into trouble with each other. We thought a black eye would be perfect. for the video. So, he deserves his ass kicked every now and then, too. So that's kind of part of that too, and he'll admit that. By the way, Brandy did write songs about trucks. What's the story behind it? I forgot to ask her, but anyway, I'm going to close out with this one and send y'all on your way. But thanks again for tuning in. Thanks to all y'all that stuck around tonight. It was a whirlwind from what I hear out there in virtual world. Got shut down by a major label tonight. Woo! Rock and roll. 247 countries, supposedly. So, making an impact somewhere in the world. Lots of people quarantined. Got shut down tonight. This song was our biggest song we've ever had as far as charts are concerned. Charting on the Billboard charts. So I haven't played this one the last few weeks. I don't think I've actually played this one on Wade's World at all. So I'm going to send you home with this one. This is the way we end almost every single night out on the road. Thank you very much for tuning in tonight. Thanks for being a part of Wade's World. Just can't say thanks enough. We'll see you next week when my buddy Sean McConnell will be our guest. Wow, that's going to be an awesome time. So. Was a Saturday night in a place packed just like this. The laughing and the dancing, we were having one last kiss. Well, there's nothing quite as lonely as a crowd when you're all alone. There's nothing but sunny morning waiting for me at home. So why does everybody love Saturday night? Still smell of beer and the smoke in your eyes. I keep sitting and drinking and thinking about her sad goodbye. Tell me, why is everybody so in love with Saturday night? Well, hey, bartender, could you throw those drunk girls out? Never, never. And don't you think that band's just a little too loud? Tell that couple in the corner, please go get a room. Oh, it's a damn good party. What am I supposed to do? So why does everybody love Saturday night? Still smell of beer and the smoke in your eyes. I keep sitting and drinking and thinking about her sad goodbye. Tell me, why is everybody so in love with Saturday night? Well, she's out there somewhere with a pretty new dress, smile in her eyes. She's one of those who love Saturday night. Well, why does everybody love Saturday night? Still smell of beer and the smoke in your eyes. I keep sitting and drinking and thinking about her sad goodbye. So tell me, why is everybody so in love? Why is everybody so in love? Why is everybody so in love with Saturday night? Oh yeah, Saturday night. Or Friday night. Thank y'all very much for tuning in to Wade's World. Another Friday night down in the books. And I truly love doing this. I hope that you love it as much as you say you are. I love that you're tuning in and telling us all about your families and your kids that you're turning on to our music and turning on to Wade's World and sitting around watching them as families. Hang in there. Remember that we're all going to be okay. We're all going to be all right. Stay safe. We'll see you next week with my buddy Sean McConnell. We'll have another kick-ass show for you. God bless y'all. God bless yours. As always, stay safe and call your mom.
It's Wade. Hell yeah, boy.
Hey y'all, Cody here with the Reckless Kelly Band. Just wanted to say hi and sing a little song I wrote called We Will All Get Through This Together. It goes like this. We will all get through this together. If we all do our part, don't cough, sneeze, or fart on each other. Unless it's your brother. Yeah, we will all get through this together. Love y'all. Be good. Take care of each other. Bye.
That's about 6 feet, isn't it?
Yeah, that's about 6 feet.
Okay. Hey guys, Willie Braun, Gary Braun. We're out at the dump looking for things to wipe our butts with. It's going pretty good so far. I found a half a thing of baby wipes.
Yeah, and we also wanted to remind everybody to keep at least 6 feet difference.
About
or
6
distance.
feet.
Distance.
Yeah.
It's important right now.
Don't go coughing on each other or nothing.
Yep. And we hope that the toilet paper shortage is treating you better than it's treating us. Oh, hey, right behind you.
Oh, nice.
Newspaper, that'll work.
And the failing New York Times.
Yeah. Anyway, be safe, everybody.
Hey, y'all. Be safe, be kind, and we'll get through this together.
It's okay, y'all. It's okay. Don't panic. It's gonna be fine. I love y'all. Music heals. Be safe. Yeah, okay. Hey, guys. I know these are pretty weird times right now, but we're gonna stick together, and we're gonna stay safe, and we're gonna stay strong, and remember, music is healing.
Hey everybody, we just wanted to wish you well and let you know we're thinking about you during this crazy, unprecedented time. We're enjoying spending time with each other, which we never really get to do, and hanging out with our friends and family that we never get to see. And we can't wait to be back on the road and making more music for you guys and playing songs for you. So hope to
and
see
drinking a beer with you too.
Yeah, drinking a beer and having a good time, and hope to see you down the road. Doing all those things. In the meantime, hope you're staying safe, staying indoors, and
growing out your beards.
Playing a little t-ball out here in the backyard today with Hattie because baseball season has been postponed for a while. Anyway, I hope everyone's having a good day, and it's beautiful out here in the backyard. I even put on my Wade Bowen throwback shirt. I hope you guys are good, and we'll see you on down the old Dusty Trail.
Hey everybody, remember, music heals. Be safe, be kind, be good to each other. See you soon from the Randy Rogers Band.
Hey, music heals. We'll get through this together. Y'all be safe, be kind.
Hey y'all, music heals. Be safe, be kind to each other, and we'll all get through this together.
Ladies and gentlemen, children of all ages, hope everybody's doing well. Be kind to one another. It's a trying time. Let's get through this together, and we'll be out there as soon as we can playing for you guys again. Peace.
Hey friends, I just wanted to remind y'all that this new way of life is only temporary. We're going to get through it together. Be safe, be kind to one another, and remember that music heals.
Hey, what's up guys? It's Co Wetzel. I just wanted to tell y'all to be safe out there and take care of one another, man. World's in a crazy spot right now, and we all need each other, man. We're gonna get through this, so y'all take care, and we'll see y'all soon.
Hey everybody, Pat Green here. You know what? Music heals, and we're all in this together. So be safe and be kind and be patient. God bless.
Hey everybody, Cody here at our little compound here in New Braunfels, Texas. Hold up and not spreading. Doing what we're supposed to do. To all you musicians out there, hang tight, hang tough, keep writing because music does heal. Music helps us. It's really important that you listen to me.
Hey folks, just sending you a little bit of love. I know you're all hanging in there, hanging tough. We're getting through this. We're getting through it. Stay strong, stay safe. We'll be jamming music in no time. Love y'all.
Hello everybody, Larry Joe Taylor here. Self-quarantine like the rest of y'all are, I guess. I do hope that you're able to enjoy your family during this time. And let's try to be safe, be kind, and let's try to help each other out when we get the chance. See you soon, I hope.
Hey everybody, Josh here. Just wanted to say that we sure do miss being out there on the road and can't wait to get back. In the meantime, stream the music you love. Music heals.
Wade's World, party time, excellent. What's up everybody, Josh Grider. Hope you're safe, hope you're healthy. Wade, love your show. Come over and do it one of these days if you need somebody else. I know you got Randy tonight. What's up, Randy? What's up, everybody watching? I hope you're staying safe, staying healthy. I hope this thing blows over soon so we can all get back to playing live shows and being all together. Until then, stay safe, stay healthy. Take care. Later.
Howdy, everybody. Kevin Fowler here, reminding you to stay safe and don't forget to be kind to your fellow man. We are all in this together and we can make it, I guarantee you. Don't forget also, music can get us through tough times like this. Music heals, y'all. Hang in there. We'll see y'all on the other side. Cannot wait to get back on the road. We'll see y'all soon. Take care.
Hey y'all, just a reminder to pray out loud. Make your grandparents proud by staying home. And don't forget to wash your hands. And turn the radio on. Music heals. And be kind to one another. Love one another. We're in this together. And we can beat this together. Y'all stay safe out there.
Hey everybody, just want to encourage everyone to stay safe, stay kind, hug your loved ones, hug your families, stay home and enjoy this time with them. That's what I've been doing, and we are enjoying it. That's all we can do. Nothing else we can do. So we're making the best of it, find the positive in all of this, and that is just being at home. So stay safe, stay kind, stay home, wash your hands, and keep supporting each other. We're going to get through this. Music heals.